Okay. Welcome to KarmaCast.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Miller. He's
Laker.
Laker.
I've changed my name.
Laker. He's moved on. He has alternate
No
personalities.
more Quantum.
I have alternate personalities.
Quantum sucks!
Shots fired. I have alternate personalities. He has them. But today, we're talking about YouTube and how much it has changed.
It sucks. We're not making money from this video.
Well, yeah. Well, it doesn't suck. Okay, it's so good that this platform exists. It's very good. It's just, it's not at all the same as it once was. Because it's changed incredibly. It's a great place. It's like basically the only place to like release your creative sponge. That's what I needed. I went insane because all these creative ideas were just blocked up in here, and I made YouTube channels to help release that and make myself feel happy. And it's a great place to do that. Like, it's one of the best. But there are problems like getting your message out there if you want that to happen. For me, I don't really care if it gets huge. I just want my ideas portrayed out in the world. That's what I really want. But YouTube, it's changed a lot.
I think the main problem is when they added that page. I don't know if it was an addition, but when they really made that page for trending.
Yeah.
Because it's not, there's no like algorithm for it, like videos getting this amount of views in this amount of time get on the trending page. That would make sense. Literally what it is YouTube chooses videos to put on the trending page. And now, if you know YouTube, they're owned by Google, and Google is a very political company. And when you have a very political company owning a website where a lot of people get a lot of information from, and they are very political, that's a bad mix. They're choosing who, what, and they're choosing who and what gets to get seen. And that was never the original intent of YouTube. The original intent of YouTube was put your videos out there and let the community decide if you get famous.
This episode of the KarmaCast is going to be a tiny bit political, not like anything to be like, oh, hate speech. By the way, neither of us are Republicans, just so YouTube isn't like, oh, you're not going anywhere in this platform. You are dead. We are not Republicans, okay?
But that's the problem.
That is the problem. Because if you are, like, not liberal or just a Democrat or a leftist, then you are going to be slightly pushed down the ranks in the YouTube community, and that really is not what should happen. This site is clearly leaning one way in the political spectrum, and it shouldn't. It just shouldn't.
It's supposed to be a free method of free speech, and when they make it so that they recommend certain videos to everyone, they don't let anything else get out there.
Yeah, and like what you said with the trending page, there are some videos and just like some creators out there who just are not gonna get on the page no matter what happens. They could get 1 billion views in a second. They are not getting it on the trending page.
So
because if they're like someone like Ben Shapiro or Steven Crowder, then they're just not gonna get on that trending page, and it's kind of sad because people do look at that trending page and like, oh, I might want to check this channel out, and it just sort of like crushes smaller creators such as us, and it just makes it a toxic place, sort of. And that it's sad actually, because this place should be a place for people to just either make careers or just let your creative genius flow.
I think the problem is now that it's gotten so big that companies are in on this. That's the problem with T-Series. And that's why people fight for PewDiePie, because they want the face of YouTube to be one guy, like an indie creator who isn't owned by some other business who's controlling him.
Yeah. Some of these people that are like subscribed to like the 9-year-old army, some of them, they don't even like PewDiePie that much. They just don't want it to be taken over by a corporate state, because that'll mean that like it'll be less fun to be there, because it'll just be like ads and stuff all the time trying to make a profit, like we said in the music video. It should be like PewDiePie. He's made more money than we'll probably ever make combined in our lives, but He did it to entertain people, and that's not what businesses do. They get it to make money, and that's why people fight for him. They don't want it. It could have been anyone else that isn't like a company. It could have been like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, someone like that. It could have been freaking Logan Paul.
I would have fought for Logan Paul if he was in this position.
At this point, I would have fought, but it was PewDiePie. He took it on his shoulders, and I do have to praise him for that because he was fighting to keep this place like a creator place.
As of March 29th, 2019, it really isn't looking so good.
That's why you need, like, all memes aside, you do need to subscribe to him.
I mean, this video probably maybe get up to 2 people, but if you're those 2 people, go subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yeah,
just do it. Help people out. Everyone counts.
It needs to stay a creator site. It should not become a business enterprise.
If you look at the T-Series versus PewDiePie live streams, and you see, you know, T-Series and PewDiePie, and they're fighting like this and everything, and you see that just like rapidly increasing, you realize that T-Series, a lot of those are robot accounts.
Yeah.
But PewDiePie, I'm gonna assume there probably are some in there. People have probably done that. We do not appreciate that. But a lot of those, probably 80% of those, are humans, and that's what it is. It's to fight off the businesses and the robots.
And like YouTube
fight for the human race.
YouTube like doesn't like this fight happening, but in all honesty, what it's doing is bringing people together. Like, it doesn't matter, like, Republican, Democrat, gay, straight, boy, girl, Asian American, they're all coming together to support this guy, and it's just bringing the world closer, which is not what PewDiePie expected to happen when he made his channel, but he's doing it, and I have to praise him for it. He's doing a good job. These people are caring about something, and that's another problem with schools and stuff. They're trying to mute creativity, but it shows...
That's a story for another time.
That's it. This shows passion, it shows energy, and it shows, like... It just shows togetherness, because we're fighting very hard to keep this man, this pale Swedish boy, on top of a video platform, and it's a stupid thing we're fighting for, but it has to happen. It just needs... PewDiePie needs to be the king. He specifically doesn't need to, but he's the only person we got right now.
Only person who's close enough at all.
He needs to stay on top. We need to have it. No one's gonna see this. Ever. But the slight chance that a person takes a chance on this channel, they'll see this and they'll be like, yes.
These 2 teenagers make a really good point.
They make a good point.
I'm going to subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yeah.
So, have you said everything you want to say?
I've said everything.
I have nothing else, so thank you.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Don't subscribe to us. Subscribe to PewDiePie.